right, so this is recording. We are ready to start. Thank you everyone for joining live today. The purpose of these Friday meditations, the idea started as a kind of a lunchtime break, at least for people who are in the UK or Europe, early morning in the US for people who join from the US. Kind of a quick break to tune in with ourselves, do some energy clearings, do some self-reflection, etc., etc. So I've been doing it for a bit and covering different topics. And the topic today is spirituality and money. I'm expecting today's one to be a bit longer because there are quite a few things to say about this topic. So they're normally like 30, 40 minutes. I'm not going to steal a lot of your time, but expect like maybe 45 minutes, maybe 1 hour with questions. Anyway, if you can't stay until the end, you will receive the recording. And hi everyone to the people who watch the recordings. I know a lot of people can't attend live, but then they appreciate the recording. So I'm happy you're watching. Right. So spirituality and money. What a big topic, isn't it? One of the main reasons I decided to cover this topic is because I've struggled with it so badly, so badly, and it's taken me so long to figure out and to come to a position where I am happy with what I do, with what I get, where I can truly trust that because I'm doing the right thing, I'm always have my needs covered. But it took me so long to stop worrying about money, that this is a topic that I've been wanting to cover for a long time, to share with you for a long time. But man, it's been a journey. So I kind of needed to get ready for it myself before I could start to teach about it and to talk about it. Not only that, but when I talk to people, when they come to me for a free consultation or they want to work with me, this is also one of the main topics they bring up. And if you are attracted to this session here, if you're here today, or if you're watching the recording, maybe there is something that doesn't feel totally right for you. Maybe you are being of service. Maybe you have a service to offer, a product to offer to people, but you feel you are not making enough money. Maybe you feel that you are always doing things for free. Maybe you're not comfortable with what you charge. Maybe you just don't feel comfortable doing business at all, or talking about yourself at all, or you just don't seem that the right doors open for you, or the right opportunities are coming to you. Whatever it is for you, this is the place for you to be. We're going to cover all that, and I'm going to explain, obviously from my perspective. I'm not saying this is the absolute truth here, but what I have found to work for me and for others. Before we start, let me be very, very, very clear, because I don't want to waste anyone's time. Let me be very, very, very clear about what this session today is not going to be about. And this is not going to be about some magical manifestation techniques to suddenly make you a lot of money. This is not going to be about spiritual marketing techniques, if that's even a thing, if that even exists. This is not the point. So this is not a magical step-by-step process or technique that you can use to suddenly be rich. This is not what this is going to be about, because the way I see it and the way I have experienced it, the relationship with money, with abundance, is much deeper than having a technique that manifests money in your bank account, numbers in your bank account. What this workshop is going to be about, and the goal I have set for this workshop, is to just share my experience with you, my learning with you, what I have shared with others, to help you have a healthy relationship with money, a truly deeply healthy relationship with money, to help you understand how we are the ones that kind of create the money blocks for ourselves, because of our beliefs, when we don't have the right intention. We'll go into detail about it. And also one of the goals is to kind of challenge you a little bit with the ideas or beliefs or perspective you might have about money and abundance. And when we're talking about money and spirituality, I'm assuming that if you're here, it's because you either offer a product or a service that helps others, or that you believe in and is good for others, or maybe you're in a job that you want to quit because it feels meaningless. I'm assuming that you're here because this is not about how I can just make more money for the sake of it. I'm assuming that you're here because you want to contribute to the world somehow, because you have some sense of purpose, right? And that's why I think this is the right place for you, because this is going to be much deeper and very different to just trying to manifest money for the sake of it. So if I could summarize this workshop with one idea, everything I have learned about money, about abundance, how to follow your purpose, but still being able to pay your bills and not feel poor, etc., etc. If I could summarize what I want to share with you with one idea, is that to make money and to have your needs covered, you have to stop chasing money. Money has to stop being the goal. If you want to make money, if you want to be abundant, the last thing you should have in mind is to make money. And I see some shocked faces. Yeah, I know it's a total contradiction, right? Right, all right. So we're trying to follow our purpose, and we're trying to get some money to pay bills, to survive, maybe to go on holidays if we're lacking. You're telling me that the last thing I have to have in mind is money. Yes, completely and absolutely. And I'm going to explain why. When you focus on being of service, when you focus on following your call, your purpose, your mission, on offering the talents, the gifts you came to the world to share, everything you need is provided. And this might sound like, yeah, wishy-washy, okay, whatever, but I still have to pay rent. I still have to pay bills, right? I get it. I get it. But it is this I find to be so true deep within myself. And if you think about it, it makes so much sense that when you are following your purpose, when you are helping others, when you are following your mission, what you came here to do, you are going to be supported, you are going to be guided. Money is going to come to you. Everything you need, a roof, food, everything you need is going to be provided to you. And the problem I see is that and I've been here a lot of time, so everything I'm saying, I talk from experience, trust me, we focus on making money instead of helping others, instead of following our purpose, instead of doing what's right. And because, I mean, and this is totally normal, because we grow up in a society that tells us success equals money. The more money you have, the more successful you are. The more cars you have, the more successful you are. And yeah, we get all these programs and all these beliefs. So there is a lot to remove there. There is a lot to clear there. There's so much competition. There is a sense of competition, of scarcity, right? I need to get clients. I need to get a job, and there's not enough for everyone out there. This is a very common belief. There is not enough. So I need to focus on getting opportunities, on getting clients, on making money. And that ain't going to take you anywhere. And I know this is difficult it is difficult to truly believe the idea that if you're doing the right thing, what you came here to do, everything will be provided. It is difficult. It requires a leap of faith. I I know, and especially with bills increasing, like everyone is very stressed and worried about it. But I can assure you that if you truly believe this is the case, and if you do the right thing, and if you stop thinking about numbers and you think about your purpose, everything is going to be provided. And this shift, this change of perspective is an internal shift. It needs to happen internally. And it's deep. It is very, very deep. Because you might be thinking, yeah, no, but I'm already trying to be of service. I'm already, and I know because many of the people that come to my workshops or the want to work with me are healers, are therapists, people who offer services or products that help other people. And you might think, but I'm already doing it, and I'm still not happy with the results. And here is where I really want to challenge you to be honest and go deep within and ask yourself, have I truly surrendered to this idea? Have I truly surrendered to just giving, to just being of service, and knowing that in whatever format, everything I need is going to be covered? Or am I still setting targets every month in terms of how much money I want to make? How much do I have to increase my prices to cover my bills? Am I still writing articles or doing workshops or doing free talks to see how much sales I make from it? Because the difference is subtle, but huge at the same time. It's huge. And when you start giving with the intention of 100% just giving, you will receive. It's karma. To receive, you have to make space energetically. If you want to receive, you have to make space, you have to give. It has to flow, for it to flow, right? So focus on following your purpose, doing what you came here to do. Focus on giving, on being of service. And you are going to be supported. You are going to be supported. I promise you will. But you have to truly believe this. It doesn't count if you, and this is me, not that long ago. I'm going to offer a free workshop, sure. Why? Because I want to help people, fine. But then at the end of the workshop, I'll be like, right, okay. So how many subscribers did I get? How many sales did I make? How many programs did I sell? How many people contact me to being interested in my one-on-one sessions or whatever I was doing at the time? And I will be disappointed if that didn't happen. So it was kind of camouflaged. Yeah, I was trying to give, but deep inside what I wanted is to make sales. And that's why it wasn't working. It wasn't working. And I will be very frustrated. I know how frustrating it is. I know how frustrating it is to, and especially for people who have quit their jobs and corporate jobs, I mean, or jobs they didn't like, to do something more meaningful, and you see the things are not flowing. It's so frustrating. I know it. I really know it. I've been there with. I've been there. I promise. I totally understand, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. If deep inside the intention of what you do is to make money, you're going to create money blocks for yourself. And the same thing, offering a free workshop, for example, or writing an article, when you do it with the intention 100% to help, it will give you results. If you do it with the intention of making money, you will very likely be creating blocks for yourself. And again, like I said, you need to be really honest with yourself. You have to go within. There might be some limiting beliefs you have to get rid of, some imprints, some energetic blocks that you have to work on. It's not instantly. That's why I said this is not about a manifestation technique that is going to be like, all right, guys, like let's click our fingers now and here it is, a Ferrari in front of us, or $1 million in a bank account. Now, does this mean that you should stop promoting your services or trying to succeed in your career? No, of course not. If you have something to offer to the world, it is your duty, it is your responsibility to go out there and shout it from the rooftops so people can benefit from your gifts, right? But the intention is that subtle difference that is going to make all the difference. That is going to make all the difference. Surrendering to the idea that if you give, that if you believe, you're going to be provided. And maybe it's not going to come. The funny thing is that sometimes it might not come in the form of income from your work necessarily. And this happens a lot of times. Someone suddenly quits the corporate job and they go somewhere in the world where they can offer some, I don't know, some service, some sessions, some work, and everything is provided for them. Not in the form of a monthly income. Salary is such an addiction. We get addicted to salary. And I mean, you're speaking to someone, I started my career in banking. So I was making a lot of money before I became a therapist. And it was very difficult for me to have that shift, right? I was making a lot of money in banking, working 9 to 5. So it was very difficult for me to take that leap and to take that step of saying, no, this is meaningless. This is not for me. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not making the same amount of money as I was making in banking. That's not my goal though. And this is one of the things that, one of the main ideas I also wanted to cover in this workshop. If you want to make money, what do you want to make money for? And I remember talking about this topic with, I would say, my main spiritual teacher. And he told me, if you're trying to manifest a Ferrari, if you're trying to manifest $1 million, you're completely missing the point of life. You're completely missing the point. We came here with a purpose, with a mission, with things to do, with lessons to learn. And then we come again in a different lifetime. And depending on how many mistakes we've done in the previous one, we will start from a different starting point and we will have new lessons to learn. Or if we learn, then we have different ones, maybe more difficult ones to learn until it gets to a point where you don't have to keep reincarnating anymore. You've learned all your lessons and you're at a higher level. So you told me, if you're trying to manifest a Ferrari, if you're trying to manifest $1 million, it's like living in a prison cell and trying to make your cell look nicer, when you're not realizing that what you have to do is trying to leave the cell, is trying to escape the prison. And this workshop is called Spirituality and Money, because this is not about let's be successful, let's make more money. It's about people who are interested in spirituality. And if you're interested in spirituality, the way I understand spirituality is understanding that there is much more to life than this flesh and bone, than this experience here today or these years in this earth. We are much more than that. We are much more than that. This is just a tiny part of our soul evolution journey. So much more than that. So yeah, I got it. I understood. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. If you see it from that perspective, you see it from the perspective of evolution and reaching a much higher level, a different spiritual level, then yeah, having a Ferrari is so meaningless. Having 3 mansions is so meaningless. You're not going to take that when you die. That's not going to take you to heaven or to 5D or whatever you think you're going to go after that. You're not going to take that anywhere. It's going to stay here. What you're going to take is what you did, how you served people, how you helped others, how you helped yourself, how you developed yourself. Right? So if as a result of your work, God and the universe bless you with a beautiful house, with abundance, with presents, with beautiful food. Enjoy it. Your life should flow for you if you're doing the right thing. I'm not saying here that if you're rich, then that's a problem. And if you're poor, then yeah, you're doing the right thing. No, not at all. If you're doing things right, it should feel like life flows to you. Like there are no blockages, like there are no problems. Life should flow. But at the same time, if what you're trying to achieve, I see a lot of spiritual business coaches recently that share the program saying, I'm going to show you how to take your spiritual business to the next level and how to make 5-figure months. And I'm going to show you all these manifestation techniques. And because they use the word law of attraction, that makes them spiritual. And I think 5-figure months is a lot of money, man. Like that is a lot of money. What do you need that much money for? Why is that the objective? I'm thinking, like, what do you want to do with it? And maybe you're thinking, yeah, Veronica, but you don't understand, because I have to pay a debt, and I have 5 kids, and some of them are going to school and some of them are going to college, and my mother is in a nursing home, and I have to pay for all of that. So I really need that much money. Fine. Then pray and try to manifest that those problems are solved, or try to find the solutions. Don't think about money for the sake of money, for the sake of numbers in a screen that at the end of this life are going to be completely worthless. Pray and manifest and put your intention on your kids receiving the best education. Put your intention of your mother getting healthy, or getting a solution, someone to take care of her, or having more free time to take care of her. Set the intention to have a beautiful home where you can have a beautiful family, where you can be comfortable to keep helping people. But again, the intention shouldn't be on making 5-figure months for the sake of having a lot of money in the bank account. The intention should be to follow the path that is in your highest interest. Because I'm not gonna lie, you can use a lot of marketing strategies, and I'm talking to people who have their own businesses, more than people who have a job now. You can use a lot of marketing strategies, they work. They're based on psychological manipulation. It's incredible. You use them, they're going to work, they're going to get you money. And I've studied that before, and it kind of, it did work, because marketing strategies work, but I never felt good about it, because I knew there was something wrong with that way of making money. It's personally not for me. I don't want to say it's right or wrong. It's personally not for me. So it's all about the intention. It's all about the intention. And like I was saying before, I'm not saying that you should not try to be successful, that you should aim to be poor, and no, not at all. Not at all. And you have a service to offer, you have a product to offer, shout it from the rooftops. It's your responsibilities. You should be doing it. You must do it, because that is your call, because that is your mission, that's your purpose. But do it with the right intention. And doing it with the right intention, not only you're going to have everything you need, not only you're going to have all your needs covered, not only life is going to flow for you, you're going to go to bed feeling like so good, so fulfilled, knowing that you also have that integrity in the way your needs are being covered. I know that's a lot to digest, and I think in terms of ideas and concepts, I'm going to leave it here for today. Now, one of the main things, my personal experience, one of the main things, or one of the main struggles I had, is that my beliefs, I had to change my whole belief system, because my whole belief system was based around the idea that if I don't make money, I'm not successful. If I don't make money, I'm useless. There is a problem with it. If you want to be successful, you have to make a lot of money. And and coming from a career that started in banking, making a lot of money, now I look back and I think, yeah, I was making a lot of money, but I was also wasting so much money because I had to drink it all in the weekends to make up for the terrible week I was having, because I was feeling so bored and so useless, and it was feeling just so meaningless. I had to spend a lot of money on an apartment next to the office so I wouldn't have to waste my life commuting to an office I hated. I had to spend a lot of money on extravagant holidays, only to come back to the office to feel even more empty and more dissatisfied and more unfulfilled. But those beliefs about, no, but you have to make this amount of money, were still there. So it's been an internal battle. It's been an internal battle. Not to mention that obviously we see a lot of evil around, and we're always going to have that temptation. No, but come this way. Maybe if you work in the corporate environment, you're going to make more money. But if you use these marketing techniques here, you're going to have these 5-figure months, and you're going to be able to afford this and that. So we always, that temptation is always going to be around. And especially in this day and age. So important times for humanity. We're probably living in the end times right now. So temptation is going to be all around, trying to distract you from your purpose, trying to distract you from your calling, from learning the lessons. So yeah, this is a good battle to fight. It's an internal one. So that's good and bad. Bad because you are responsible for it, and good because you are responsible for it. So it means that if you're responsible for it, it means that it's in your hands to fight it and to win it. So I'm going to go back to the main idea of how I started the workshop, summarizing the idea that to be abundant, to have money, you have to stop chasing money and focus on your work, on your purpose, and the work you came here to do, the lessons you came here to do, being of service to others. And the idea that to get to that point, to truly surrender to that idea, there is an inner process that needs to be done. There will be some limiting beliefs that need to be cleared, some imprints that need to be cleared. So that takes me to the second part of the workshop. So I'm going to stop talking now, I promise. I know there might be some questions, which I want to leave for the end of the session. So I want to do the meditation now, in case someone has to leave earlier, and then everyone can do the meditation. And then at the end, I will leave time for questions or comments or anything you would like to share. So we are going to use Theta Healing for this meditation, which is an energetic technique that I absolutely love. It's kind of a combination of meditation and prayer. Is so powerful. So we're going to use it to remove we're going to clear some ideas, some beliefs, some blockages that we might have around money and abundance. So I hope everyone is ready. I'm just going to ask you to make yourself comfortable. You can sit down, you can lie down, whatever works better for you. And when you find a comfortable position, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth, maybe a couple of times at the beginning, to release any tension, to bring the awareness to the physical body, to the present moment. Taking deeper and longer inhalations and exhalations each time. Starting to breathe more deeply, more slowly. Expanding your belly with each inhalation. releasing the tension in the abdominal area. Taking conscious exhalations. Visualizing how the body relaxes more and more and more. And now visualize a beam of light coming from the center of the earth all the way to your feet, linking you to the earth like cords of white light, like roots of white light, linking your feet to the center of the earth. And visualize how this beam of light keeps going up, up through your legs, up through your spine, energizing and activating each and every one of your chakras, the energy centers along the spine. And when it reaches the top of your head, it forms a bubble of white energy, of white light. And you step into this bubble of light and start going higher and higher through the ceiling of the room you're in, the roof of the building you're in, through the sky, leaving the clouds behind, out of the earth into the star galaxy. You keep going higher and higher and higher and higher until you reach a place where everything is pure white light. And you just enjoy being here in this field of white light where the energy is of unconditional love. This is the energy of creation. Here, everything is perfect. Everything is possible. And you feel the tingling of this light, of this energy, of this divine energy. Like you could no longer feel the separation between your body and this field of energy. Here we are all one. We are all connected. And from here, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask for a torrent of white light, unconditional love and healing energy to enter your crown chakra at the top of your head. So it cleanses and washes away any dirty energy, any stagnant energy, any imprints, any negative emotions that might be stored in your energy field. Visualize it all like a shower, literally like a shower of white light, flashing away, washing away anything that is not serving you, anything that is ready to be released today and is no longer serving you, it's not in your highest interest. Beautiful. And now we're going to focus on removing any beliefs, any negative emotions, any imprints that might be related to money blocks or abundance blocks. So visualize in front of you a whiteboard. I want you to start writing, like you were writing in a whiteboard, any negative thoughts related to abundance, to money, anything that might come up for you. It might come up for you in the form of an image, which you can pin post to the whiteboard. It may be a sensation, a feeling that you can project into the whiteboard. So the idea is that without thinking logically about it, you let any thoughts, any memories, any limiting beliefs, any experiences, just let it come to the surface in whatever format they come, and project them onto the whiteboard. Maybe you want to write it down. Maybe it's an image. Like I said, maybe it's a sensation. Just project it all onto the whiteboard. And now imagine that you have a violet flame in the palm of your right hand. And this is going to be your eraser. We're going to use it as an eraser. So use this violet flame, this violet light, to clear, to erase, to transmute all these thoughts, emotions, experiences that you have projected onto the whiteboard. And you can even use your hand physically and move your hand to erase them. Or just visualize it, how they're being transmuted and how they disappeared from the whiteboard. Okay, and we're going to do it again. We're going to set the intention to let any blockages, any limiting beliefs, any negative emotions, any conceptions about money or abundance that might be blocking us, we're going to project that onto the whiteboard in the form of handwriting, in the form of images, just projecting the sensation onto it, whatever works best for you today. There's no right or wrong. Let it all come up to the surface and project it onto the whiteboard. Don't think about it. If it makes sense or it doesn't, just put it on the whiteboard. And again, we're going to visualize, we're going to bring the attention to that violet flame in the palm of your hand. And we're going to use this as a luminous eraser to delete, to transmute all those beliefs, thoughts, emotions, blockages, experiences. Setting a very strong intention to erase them, to transmute them. Wonderful. And we're going to do it a final time. So project onto the whiteboard any residual thoughts or beliefs or experiences that might be causing you blocks related to abundance, to money, or anything else that might want to come up at this stage, this third and final round. Anything that is ready to be released, project it onto that whiteboard. And a final time for today, bring that violet flame, and erase, delete, transmute everything that you have projected onto the whiteboard. And now visualizing a huge violet flame next to the whiteboard, I want you to literally grab the whiteboard and throw it entirely into the huge violet flame. So it's cleansed, transmuted, and visualize it all gone, everything gone. The thoughts, the emotions, the experiences, even the whiteboard, all gone, all cleared. Beautiful. And now we're going to replace the energetic space that all these thoughts, blockages, emotions that we have cleared have left. And we're going to visualize a shower of golden light entering your crown chakra and filling up your entire body with the feeling of abundance, of prosperity, of success. The definition of abundance and prosperity and success that is aligned with your highest interest. So receive that abundance coming in, filling up all the spaces with this energetic release. Up left, any spaces, any voids, visualize that being filled with this golden light, full of abundance, prosperity, success for you. Knowing that you will be guided, that you will be supported, that you know how to follow your path, your purpose. And we're going to bring our awareness for a minute to our basic chakra, which is the energy center that we have around the coccyx area. And blockages here can manifest as blockages with abundance, problems with career, with purpose, success, prosperity. So let's visualize that golden light entering the crown chakra, expelling any dirty energy, any stagnant energy, any imprints that might be around this energy center, around the coccyx area. Anything that is ready to be released and that is not serving you, let it be released, cleansed, transmuted, expelled from your body for good. Beautiful. And bringing our awareness now to the field of white light where we started this healing. We're going to start making our way back down the same way we came up through the different layers of the universe, coming down through the star, the galaxy, back into the earth now, going through the sky, leaving the clouds above us now, coming back to the building you're in, the room you're in, and back to the physical body now. And let's bring our awareness for a moment to the feet, and let's reconnect again with the earth. Let's bring our attention to those cords of white light, those roots of white light, connecting us to the earth, feeling grounded, feeling stable. Very important that we do that after these meditations. That we feel grounded, that we come back to earth, to the physical body. And when you're ready, moving your toes, your fingers, maybe taking a deep stretch if that feels right for you. Take your time, there's no rush. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and meet me back in the screen. Right. I know there are some comments in the chat, so I'm going to have a look at the questions in the chat while people wake up or continue to nap if that feels right for you. Right, I'm just having a look to see if there are any questions, because I said there are some comments, but I'm not going to read all of them. Right. Coming from Emilia, I'd like to understand today. I'm doing great with business, but when people tell me they want to buy, I tell them no, try first. This is crazy. Why am I going against myself? And I see there was an interesting conversation here going in the chat. Nicola was saying, do you believe 100% in what you're offering? I wonder. Right, so that's the thing that sometimes I know, personally, I know that Emilia believes 100% in she sells wonderful beauty products that I have bought several times and that I love. I can vouch that they're absolutely amazing. And I know she believes they're amazing. And sometimes it's not about believing in the product. Sometimes the belief might be, I'm not saying this is the case, but just saying examples. The belief might be, I have to make a huge effort to deserve a sale, or I need to offer much more than I have to be worthy of getting a new customer. And for that, the best I can say, because in this case, everyone would be different, and the same problem for different people will have a different root or a different cause. So for that, my love, you will have to go within and be honest with yourself. Get pen and paper. Maybe if you do this meditation again, you can set the intention that during this meditation, whatever comes up that you want to project onto the whiteboard, be related to that, and it will come. When we use Theta Healing, we are in that kind of Theta brainwave state, which helps us access the subconscious more easily, which is where our beliefs are stored. If we think about it from here, it's not going to make sense. It's not going to make, normally when we have a problem, we can't figure out something, it doesn't make logical sense, right? Because it's something that is deep in the subconscious. So yeah, one of the, maybe it came up already during this meditation, but I would set the intention to focus on that pattern in particular, or that situation in particular, and so it comes to the surface. But you spot on, a lot of not deserving came up for me. It might be something else. It might be something different, but I mean, that's the first thing I could think of, but I wasn't even saying that was the case, because like I said, problems, and that's not even a problem because you're doing great with business, but in general, I'm saying when we feel stuck, when we feel that something is not right, yeah, I'm doing great, but it could be better. There's something that doesn't feel totally flowing, right? Whatever it is for you. But the same situation might have different roots for different people. So at the end of the day, I'm going to go back to the ideas at the beginning, and sorry for repeating myself, but the idea is believing that you deserve, that as long as you're doing the right thing, you will be supported, you will be guided. And now the real work is to go within, to understand your beliefs, to reassess the beliefs, the perspective, the ideas about money, about abundance, about business, digest all this information, everything that's happened in this meditation, see if it resonates, if it triggered you. If it triggered you, then it's amazing. Then it means that's really something you need to explore further. We try to run away from the things that trigger us when they're the ones that we should be more attention to, because those are the ones that really need to heal and really are ready to come up and to be worked on. And like I said, intention is everything. So if you have any questions, guys, you can unmute yourself or put them in the chat. But I would like to finish the workshop with the idea of intention. The intention behind what you do will make the difference. If the intention is to follow your path, if you're following your guidance, if you want to help others, things are going to flow. If your intention is to be rich, if your intention is to make 5-figure months because it's really cool, because it's, you know, and you still consider yourself like really spiritual and like being in this spiritual journey, maybe there's something you need to ask yourself. Like, why do I need to make 5-figure months? Why do I need to set these targets? Why am I going to use that? If I make it, if I manage to make it, why am I even going to spend this money on? What for? Because many times we want more and more and more. And sometimes it does just to cover some other needs. And we realize that we have a promotion and we buy another car and we buy a bigger house and we buy more shoes, and there's still something missing. Because, like I said, if you are in a spiritual journey at all, if you're in the right path at all, you will know that life is about much more than just making money. Because we're not going to take that where we're going next. And for that, intention is the main thing. And this, of course, I'm not saying this is the absolute truth. Not at all. Take it or leave it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I just wanted to share with these ideas my experience, what has helped me, the internal shift that I have experienced to get to a point where I go to sleep and I feel at peace with myself. And I know I'm perfect. No, very far from it. Very far from it. But trying my best to be on the right path. Yeah. And I can feel I am rewarded because I'm doing that. Yes. A lot of work to still doing. A lot. But this is what this is about. So, okay, guys. Good reminder, much appreciated. Your wise and honest sharing. Oh, thank you so much, Hazel. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all, guys, for being here. Thank you for everyone who will be watching the recording. Keep in touch and see you very, very soon. Take care. Much love to you all.